This is Rockin' with Jam Man. This is with KURT DEIMER. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Jam Man. How are you?
Good, man. Just chilling, enjoying life. How's that
Enjoy-
treating you?
Enjoying rock and roll, I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you having me on.
No, it's really my pleasure. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you.
You're very welcome, brother.
How's that treating you?
Good, man. We've been grinding it out on the road. We just finished the Northeast leg of the direct support for Yngwie Malmsteen on tour with him. And it's been going really good, man. A lot of new fans every city we play. Phil X and I, we bring our high level energy of rock on stage every night. And we released a new single the other day on May 6th called Hero, and we've been playing at the end of every show, which has really been doing well.
So you're a businessman turned actor turned rock star. That's really cool, man. That's just like you're basically everything you could say.
Well, you only live once, and I played music when I was young, and I decided to kind of give it up at the age of 20 because I was having a little trouble finding my way through life and getting my act together. And I said, if I can do this again one day and do it right and be able to fight the battles you have to fight and persevere through those battles to get to where I want to get, then I would do it. And kind of hung it up and ended up getting a bachelor's degree and a master's degree and have 3 beautiful sons and raised them and started my own oil company. Starfire is my oil brand. And we were placing my product brand name in some movies back in 2017. And I went down to do a cameo in a movie called Trading Paint, starring John Travolta and Shania Twain and Toby Sebastian from Game of Thrones. And I'm walking around waiting to do the cameo, and the casting people kept taking pictures of me and came up to me and just said, hey, we'd like to offer you a role in the movie, a speaking role. So next thing you know, I'm signing up for SAG. I'm an actor, and I'm shooting a scene and planning it out with John Travolta. And I looked at that as my sign, as maybe this is the right time in my life now to get back into doing entertaining. I didn't think I'd be in movies as much as I wanted to be a front man of a rock band, but that was my sign. And then 2 months later, I got cast in Halloween, the 2018, and got killed by Michael Myers. And that was a big blockbuster. And now I've got my own film coming out this fall called Hillbilly Hallow, which I star in. And I'm a crazy dude in that movie. And I think people are really going to dig it. And during all that, I got back into music. So here I am.
So what kind of business do you make oil products?
What kind of way?
Oil products.
Oh, Starfire, we're a lubricant company. We make like the oil that you put in your cars, that plants may use in their machinery, that every vehicle you see uses, grease, oil. We even do spray products. We pretty much do everything: antifreeze, wiper fluid, oil dry. And we built this brand when everybody told me back in '99, you can't build your own oil brand. You can't do this. You can't do that. Just like they told me I can't do this in rock music, or I can't be in, everybody's told me I can't my whole life, and I persevere. I work hard every day. All I want to do is work, and you only live once. And I'm going to live the rest of my life doing what I love to do and working hard till the day I'm done.
How did you get into that?
My father was in the oil business. He worked for Gulf and Chevron, and he was a big corporate guy. So when I graduated, I went out to California with my wife at the time, and we settled down out in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I got my foot in the door at Chevron when he was with Chevron in the credit card department. And then I just started learning lubes on my own. I learned the computer stuff on my own after work, and worked like 11 at night till 7 in the morning, and kept moving my way up. But I did not like corporate America whatsoever. So once I had learned everything and did some other things in between, I decided to take my chances and start my own company. And to raise money to do that, I bought a lot of rental property, real inexpensive, fixed it up, refinanced it, pulled the money out of that, rented those homes out, helped people with that, and raised enough money to put $40,000 in the bank. And I started my own oil company, and the rest is history. Here we are.
And
You
your
can do anything you put your mind to if you want to do it. You just got to work hard at it and not let people beat you down.
you put your mind to anything, you can do it.
That's it.
And your business got you an acting gig. What was that like working on a trading paint?
That night that happened so quickly, I literally became an actor in like an hour, not knowing that was going to happen. And it changed my whole life. I mean, I remember riding home from the set of shooting that and thinking, okay, I'm coming out in a movie, and I just planned a scene with John Travolta. Now I know John. I just spoke back and forth with Toby Sebastian from Game of Thrones. I just talked to Shania Twain. I'm like, what the hell happened to me? And on that night, I'll tell you this story. I didn't need the money I got paid for that role. And I felt so blessed that I was riding home that night, because I went back from Alabama to Ohio straight through the night with my driver. And I read a story of a girl over in England who passed away from an infection in her stomach lining from chewing on her hair, which is so odd and just horrible. Just a simple thing you would think that it would end up taking a young girl's life in her prime, and her family, was not that well off. So they had a GoFundMe, and I paid all of her, the rest of what was left of her funeral expenses and what they were trying to raise, because I felt so grateful for what had just happened to me. And I'm a big believer in the more you give and help others, the more you get. So that's how it all happened. And then when Halloween came right away, I knew I wanted to do my own horror franchise, and that's when I started plotting out Hillbilly Hallow.
So you believe in karma?
Oh, yeah. I believe that you need to treat people with respect and kindness, and if you expect to get that back, and if you don't, why would you expect to get that back? I think people need to take care of each other, love each other, care about each other, and the more you give, the more you get in life. If you hoard everything and you're selfish, I don't know how good things can come to you, because it's a cycle of love and wealth. If you help, the more you help, the more you'll get back in return. And I firmly believe in that.
I know we were just talking about your acting career and like Halloween and everything. Do you wish you had a bigger part? Like maybe instead of you just getting killed, like the bathroom is around the corner, then boom, you're dead. Do you wish you had a bigger part in it?
Yeah, but I wish I had a bigger part in it, and I probably would now, but you have to start somewhere, and I didn't expect to start anywhere at the time I got cast in Trading Paint. And to be in a movie like Halloween and to do how well it did all over the world, and to be at the premiere the next year walking on the red carpet with Jamie Lee Curtis and everybody, it's pretty surreal. And hanging out at the after party with the whole cast and all these celebrities and getting interviewed. My part ended up being pretty epic, because I ended up getting featured in prosthetic magazines and other stuff for what my makeup artist had done with the prosthetic on my face to make it look like he just totally ripped my face apart. So it ended up being bigger than I ever thought it would be, but it did give me the drive now to want to shoot my own films. And now I've got Hillbilly Hallow coming out this year. I star in that movie. I am crazy as all get out. And I think the fans are really going to dig the vibe, because I like to do, it's kind of got that Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie vibe. I'm a big fan of Bill Moseley. So people are going to trip out. And I'm in the whole movie. So you'll get to see a whole new KURT Deimer unleashed.
So are you gonna be like, now there, partner, watch out? Just rocking back in your chair, just playing a little badoon or something. I don't know what they're called. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do a little bit hillbilly.
It's crazy, man. No, it's Hillbilly Hollow is actually a real horror attraction in Alabama. So that's where we got the name. And we've already written Hillbilly Hollow 2, and the story continues. So stay
Oh,
tuned.
do you need a kid actor for the sequel in it? I'm available. I
Yeah.
actually myself.
Yeah. I mean, my creative director, Paul Boyd, they'll be casting the film, and I'll make sure I tell them to check out Jam Man.
All right, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
You're
This whole
welcome.
it's been a
You're
while.
welcome.
It's been a while since I've been in a movie, so it's been a. But I'm way more mature because I was younger in my first acting careers and stuff, and I didn't have that big of roles and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
now I'm more mature and everything. I think I can play a good part.
Yeah. No, I could picture you in the first one. Wait till you see it. You'll see where maybe you could have fit into that movie because it was shot 3 years ago.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Uh, so what's the movie about, and when can I see the movie?
Well, hopefully it's going to come out this fall. We're getting ready to go to distribution partners right now. I had the same team that finished up, the Rob Zombie films back in the day, working on Hillbilly Hollow. So it's a twisted tale. It will make you laugh. It will make you
Right.
jump. It's not a slasher. It's a more of a creative, twisted type movie. And I really am a big fan, like I said, of Bill Moseley and the Devil's Rejects. And I wanted to introduce my own horror character to the world so I can meet people at horror conventions and whatnot and create this culture around this character named Bull, which is my character. And I have a brother named Tickles. And it's a very interesting concept. And I'd give too much away if I went into too much detail. But if you like the Devil's Rejects, check it out before you see Hillbilly Hollow and watch Hillbilly Hollow.
Okay.
And it's crazy, man. It's just absolute mayhem, chaos, and it's shot in a cool way where I think you'll just walk away and go, man, that movie was cool.
So if it's based on Devil's Rejects, will there be a lot of psychological torture and like mental, physical, like in the Devil's Reject?
I would say the people in Hillbilly Hollow who became victims were probably pretty psychologically tortured in their own way. But the kills are very creative and they're very, how do I say it? Like through the minds of an extreme maniac, and he just doesn't take the easy way out. They come up with ways to kill that might leave an impression on the audience that this guy has such a creative brain. It's cool, but it's twisted as hell.
Oh
So,
God.
yeah.
Can't wait, bro.
No, I'm very excited and proud of the movie. I can't believe it come out finally.
Yeah, it sounds like really good. I really think I'm gonna really enjoy the movie. I'm trying to think of some tips maybe, or like some pointers maybe. I don't know. I'm just like saying, if it's based on the Devil's Rejects, do you want to make like they have a deformed little brother or something? You know how that person they have in the basement who has his face burned off and everything? Do you want to have something like that in the movie?
Oh, I already know what's in the movie, and you're like freaking me out because you're kind of
I'm on to it. I'm on to
you're kind
you.
of onto something there without giving it away. So
Uh,
it's like you're kind of a psychic right now.
uh.
Very cool.
How come it's off your MIDB page? How come it's off your MIDB?
Oh, I've got Glenn Garland cleaning all that up. We had originally put an IMDb up for Hillbilly Hollow that's incorrect and out of date. So you'll be seeing a lot of new, fresh stuff coming out on that. And then once we know it's getting released and whatnot, then that's when stuff goes on the IMDb. It's just a matter of timing. No reason in particular.
Now let's get in the Rockstar part of your life. What got you after those two other awesome jobs you have? What got you into it?
Well, I was shooting some other film down in Alabama, and I met a writer, musician named Ben Trexel, and he had 3 songs that he had written with a friend of mine. and he just kind of has that blah blah wedding singer type voice, and wanted some pop added to it. And I hadn't sung it since I was 20 in a band. So I stepped in front of a mic in our studio down in Alabama with Ben, and put my vocals on these tracks, and I loved it so much. And we just started writing our demo CD, and I just couldn't stop once I did it. It was December of 18. And we took that demo and had it mixed about 6 months to 8 months later up in the Northeast. I still didn't like it the way it was. And I took it to LA. And right as COVID hit, I had a little studio out in Woodland Hills, California, in the Valley in LA. And my manager at the time, Chris Lord Alge, agreed to take a look at it and mix it for me, and to see what he could do with my songs. And he kind of discovered me at that time and my unique voice and my unique vocal style and how I present my music. And he took me under his wing, and here we are today.
How did you balance it all out?
There's really no, I don't know if you can really balance everything out in your life. Some people can handle chaos and a lot of things going on at once, and they know how to prioritize and get through the day without becoming overwhelmed. But many people can't handle that mentally. And so I'm able to keep that mental balance in my head, where like last night I stayed up really late getting caught up on emails and folks hitting me up on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot, because I don't have time every day, but I don't let it overwhelm me. I just know the time will come to do it, and I'll do it right. And I will say hello to everybody, because I love everybody who follows us and loves our music. And it's more just having the mental capacity to deal with multiple things going on at once.
Tell me about your new song, Hero.
How what?
Tell me about your new song, Hero.
Well, Hero is a song I wrote. Phil X and I are really big into frontline workers, first responders, our military, all the men and women who make life go as smoothly as possible for us, who a lot of people tend to take advantage of their presence and take them for granted. And I also wanted people to realize they can wake up one day and become an instant hero by helping somebody cross the street, someone who might end up in a car accident, and you go rush to the scene to help. Give a tip to a waitress who might need it, raising a child on her own who's been battered. There's so many different ways to help, and I want everybody to have that hero mentality. So I wrote a song about it, and I sent it over to Phil, and he brought it into Phil's workshop. And next thing you know, we've got this anthem that I'll be surprised if it's not played in stadiums, you know, at games and all kinds of stuff in the future. It kind of has that "We Will Rock You" vibe, but it's all about heroes and how we need them in our life and how we can all be a hero. So that was the whole inspiration behind that.
I like it. I really like it. I like the idea about how it's supporting all those people who sacrifice their own lives in order so we can be free and live.
That's it. I mean, I couldn't go out and do a show, ride around on my bus with my band and hang out with, you know, my family and present this music the way we want to present it without people that help us get through life and are there to care and keep us free in our country and respond to threat. And we can't take that for granted. We're very lucky we live in the United States.
You have one of those cups where it just keeps it cold even though the ice melts?
Yeah, and I love I have this little ice maker that makes that little cute,
Yeah.
nuggets.
Yeah, always in this Comic-Con, they always have this place where you always can get free root beer, and they put it in a special cup where it can never like get warm. It can just stay because
That's
like
what
and stuff.
I hate being in Florida and getting a plastic cup and it just sweats, and then you have no drink after like a minute.
Because like it just goes.
Like a watery mess.
Yeah.
And, but I'm down though. I like Coke. I don't drink coffee or anything, so I used to drink a lot of Coke, but I've started in the last 2 weeks. I'm having 2 a day, and I've weaned myself off to where I just have 2 Cokes and that's it. And I drink water the rest of the time, or beer. So
You have an awesome voice. It's like the dude from Clutch almost.
really, I don't know who the Duke from Clutch is, but hopefully, yeah, I'm gonna hopefully start doing some voiceover stuff, and I'm open to do commercials, whatever people want besides my music and the acting. And I'm just going to present my art and my creations the way I am and be true to myself. And God gave me this voice for a reason, and that's the way it's going to go.
And this is off your album Work Hard, Rock Hard. Right?
What's that?
Hero, your song.
No, Hero is going to be on our new EP coming out in August.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the first single off the new EP. And then we're going to release another single called My Dad coming out on Father's Day, which is going to blow people away and all over the world. And then our EP will drop our another 6 songs in August. Work Hard, Rock Hard was our debut EP that came out in November of last year. Which you can get anywhere. You can stream it anywhere along with Hero now.
How are your fans reacting to your music on the Ngwe tour?
On the Ingve tour?
Yeah.
Every show we're bringing it. We're bringing our energy to the stage. My band is fantastic, and we play every night like we're going to play Madison Square Garden, no matter what size the stage, and we're blowing people away. They're coming up. They're wanting pictures. They're meeting me at the merch booth, or I'll meet them out in the crowd or wherever. And we're getting such a great response. Well, way more than I thought. I was a little skeptical at first, but it really puts on a great show when you can see a guitar master like Ingve, and right before him, you get to rock out with this band that a lot of people have heard of that are coming now, but then there's a lot that haven't, as we're building our following. And it's kind of a good 1-2 punch of different styles.
What is Ngwe like?
I don't know. I've only seen him for 2 seconds on the tour. He stays to himself. So I can't really speak to that without being ignorant.
No, sorry if I told something.
Why?
Sorry if I made you mad because you were like, I can't say something.
I'm just kind of the guy, who I'll talk to anybody and everybody. I'll never change. I'm the same guy you would have known in high school. I love people, and everybody's got their own style and their own way. And I respect Ingve, and Ingve wants to be left alone, then that's what you do.
That's how some people are, but sooner or later they'll open up to you one day. They'll open up.
You never know, man.
Never know.
We're all unique individuals.
So you have Phil X in the band. How did you hook up with him?
My producer, Chris Lord Algie, when he kind of discovered me when I brought that demo, we had done a little thing of Have a Cigar, which I wasn't too stoked about really at the beginning. But Chris Lord Algie said, I want to show you what I can do as your producer. And we're going to start with this Have a Cigar, because this is going to blow people away, whether you think it will or not. So he records Have a Cigar, has this guitarist playing this epic solo on it, and then puts my voice the way he did on it and turns it into like a rock, in-your-face rock song, because we don't ever want to copy the band or the artist. We want to respect the artist and their great song, and then interpret it our own way, which we've done on several other covers that'll be coming out in the near future. And I found out who played that solo. It was Phil X. Just blew me away. And then we met for the first time on that YouTube video that's out for Have a Cigar. That day we shot that video, and we just became good friends and brothers, and just had synergies. And he loved my different style of voice, and I think he's the greatest guitar player I've ever heard. I'm not being biased. He's that good. And we're very lucky we found each other. We would have graduated high school together if we went to the same high school. So it's kind of our destiny. This was our time to find each other.
I know Bon Jovi just played some shows and it got a lot of news. Did you see the videos?
Oh, I see a lot of Phil stuff, because we each have he has the Phil X fan club. I have the KURT DEIMER fan club, and they share a lot of stuff and they work together. So I was seeing Phil ripping it, at the shows and different video clips, and he just brings the energy every night, no matter the venue, no matter what band he's in. And he does the same thing with me. And that's just how Phil and I are.
What do you think about what people are saying, and how do you think Bon Jovi sounded?
I think I have the utmost respect for Bon Jovi and for John, and he's done what I hope to do the rest of my life, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for him. And he's really built a great brand for himself and his name and his own style of rock music. And he's built a great big fan following of people who really dig his vibe. So I totally respect and honor that, and give him all the credit and kudos in the world.
Did you talk to Phil about it?
Did Phil talk to?
You about it? Did you talk to Phil about it?
Oh, Phil. I mean, we don't talk a lot about the Bon Jovi shows, other than he was flying around on a private jet. Now we're going around on our tour bus. That's a different stage we're at. But Phil's just a great guy. He's a good man, a good human being, a good dad, a great guitar player, and we're just kind people. We're the same people you would have met in high school, like I said, and I respect what he does, and he's all in with us too. And we're going to grow this thing. And my goal is to be just as big as John got, but John's been doing it a long time, so I got to get going.
So when this tour wraps, are you gonna go on the road again this summer?
Yeah, I'm hoping my management's working on even bigger tours now, bigger, venues, and we'll keep touring in support of Hero, the new EP coming out in August, and then we'll have the single My Dad coming out in June, and keep touring up until the fall, maybe into the winter, and then I hope I've got a film I think I'm going to be shooting over the winter, and maybe one in between now and then. And then probably Hillbilly Hallow 2 next year. But when we're not shooting, we just tour.
How do my followers follow you?
Pardon me?
How do my followers follow you?
Oh, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all at KURT DEIMER. Just put KURT DEIMER. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Same, KURT DEIMER. KURTDEIMER.com is a website. You can sign up for the mailing list. It's kind of the hub for everything, merch and tour dates and interviews that we do. We put them all on there. So those would be the four main. We might start dabbling a little bit with putting some videos on TikTok, but we're not sure yet. But those are the main areas to follow me now. And then Spotify, follow me there. Apple, wherever you stream your music, we're on all streaming services. So would love to know that, what you think, and hit me up anytime. I'm very interactive with my fans.
Well, thank you for being on my show. Hope the next time we talk is at the backstage on one of your shows, dude. Thank you very much, man. Pleasure.
Hey, thank you, Jam Man, for having me. And I will give keep in touch with me on social or wherever, and I will give your info to my director.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, brother. Peace out. Peace out, everybody. There you go, Jam.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you for having me, bro. Keep rocking.
Yeah.
One more. See you, bro. I love that move. Right. Like you should be in a ninja movie.
One more time. I'll do it one more time just for you.
All right.
Peace.
And that is Jam Man, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Right, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Peace out. Peace, man.
Peace.